Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. My name is Susan Churchill, and I am a certified trainer with Spring Forest Qigong. I'm also a practice group leader. Guess what? This is a practice group. I'm also a healing artist and a transformational coach. So let's just celebrate all the things we are. What else am I? I'm a friend and a parent, and I was a biologist. I mean, there's lots of things, right? We have all these hats that we wear. Um, but what if we take off all the hats? Like, I'm a certified trainer, and I take off all of that. I even take off the mother labels. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Shelby. Then what am I without all of that? Without my labels. So, and as practitioner of Spring Forest Qigong, are learning that we all are the same, right? Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Maria. We're from the same thing. We're part Earth. We're part universe. And hi, Pam. And however we are manifesting, it's beautiful, it's different, but it's all the same. So, what I've been bringing in, what we all have been bringing in for months now, is different forms of peace. And so I'm having fun because it's the beginning of autumn here in the Chicago area to bring in colors. So let's bring in peaceful red and see how that shapes our practice. Hi, Pam. Hi, Lynn. And how it shapes our day. Now, when we're doing our practice for Spring Forest Qigong, we have our feet shoulder hip distance apart. We're going to bring our shoulders down just gently for a moment and release them. Arms out, fingers open, smile on our face. Feel the energy of the earth coming up through the body. Allow yourself to feel it coming through your chi field, your whole body, out the top of your head to the universe and back. And when it comes back, the universe is just showering you with light. I see like a glittery white light today, but it's got sparkles of different colors in it, and all the way back down into the earth. And let's start bouncing from the knees. And when we're doing our practice, hi Shelby, we are tuning in to that part of us that we can't grab onto, the one that's hard to identify, the part that many people do not even realize that each of us are. They're still stuck in the I'm a banker, I'm a, gardener, I'm a sculptor, I'm someone who just loves numbers. Let's take our hands over our head for 5 minutes. And all those things are beautiful, right? And they say, I'm a man or a woman or transgender, or I am, oh, what else can we think of? I'm a seamstress. I am a thinker. I'm a feeler. Hi, Christine. I'm, gosh, a light bulb changer. I don't know. We could come up with so many things because we've been so many things. We have had so many roles. And we kind of maybe sometimes get stuck in our roles and think that's all we are. I was there. I was absolutely there. And someone said to me, "What are you without your stories?" Master Charles Cannon from Synchronicity Foundation. Who are you without your stories? I'm like, well, I'm a mom, and nope, that's a story. Oh, well, um, I'm a bachelor's of science graduate. No story. Um, I bake really good red velvet cakes. And what a jarring and an awakening vibration. You know, sometimes that vibration that happens when you're like, ugh, and you're like, no, and you shy away from it, is showing you a, a mirror, a reflection of yourself. Even like people when they behave a certain way and you're uncomfortable. Hi, Susan. Um, is teaching you because everyone, right? If we're all part of the same, if we're all one, and one is everything, then everything around you, every experience you're having is you and the universe having a playing, learning. So last night we went to my nephew was the first opener for this apparently very famous, and I didn't know him, sorry, comedian Louis C.K. And Dan, his name's Dan Dosimo, my nephew. And it was fantastic. It was fantastic. The other two, the other opener and the main line, you know, were somewhat uncomfortable for me to listen to because of their topics. But I still, from the point of what I've learned, I was watching it and I was listening to things that were making me uncomfortable and saying, what is that showing me? What reflection? What am I taking on a responsibility for or something, you know? So anyway, we had a blast and it was wild and crazy and um, enjoy life. That's what I'm learning here. Just enjoy life. Realize that it's not you against somebody else. It's not even you against yourself. It's just, I don't know. So I'm kind of crazy this morning, and that's all right. But think of your stories when you start to label yourself like, oh, I'm too old. Okay, there you go. We hit it on the head because Louis C.K. was talking about a lot of age kind of things, and some of those were hitting home, you know, and um, and that's something that I am going through now too, being in my 60s, which is not that old, but it always felt old to me, right? And I'm starting afresh. I'm continuing with my growth. I'm learning more. I'm teaching. You know, I'm helping others find their way by just being there. That's what I'm trying to be, and it's scary. Sometimes it's scary to be yourself, right? Because it's easier to like, okay, if I could just fit in and then I'll just kind of go along with everything, I'm not going to get hurt or whatever. So I know I'm going way off. But the idea being, I guess, is that main part of let's take our hands down to sides and go side to side, is that watch what you're saying to yourself and listen to what other people are saying and listen underneath. And that's what we do with Qigong. We start to listen underneath, underneath a pain in our back, underneath a cancer diagnosis, underneath well, of course I have achy knees. I'm this old, right? Listen underneath, and we're starting to learn these beautiful things about ourselves. Ugh, I'm so excited. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Patricia. How's everybody today? All right. So, we've got ourselves bouncing. I know I really made the energy kind of zoom because that's what happened yesterday, and I just want to bring that vibration of it's okay to vibrate like this because we have to move into a new vibration And in order to bring our vibration up, other stuff's got to fall away. So let's breathe in and we'll breathe out. Oh, that'll be great. We're going to do 7 steps of new life today. All right? So we have to finish our active exercises. Remember, active exercises, we're activating the chi, we're getting it moving. So let's take our shoulders up to our ears and our head goes back. We're scrunching back. Our knees are bent, our tongue's touching the roof of the mouth as we breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And release. And 2 more times. And then, oops, I forgot. Let's bring our shoulders down. Pull them down a little bit. In between, release, and up. Shoulders down, pull them down a little bit. Wonderful stress reliever. And then up and head back. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and 8 and a 9 and relax it down. Smile, smile, smile. Breathe it out. How's that feeling? So we're bringing in the color red. That's a beautiful color to bring in today because what is red? Red is fire. And didn't this kind of was like fire when I was saying it too. And I'm so what's the word? Amazed at how I am experiencing things different now. You know, I'm not getting offended at that, at stuff. It was like, well, that's uncomfortable. But then I could see from above. Oh my gosh, let's do it. Let's just see from above today and see the color red throughout our day and see what it means and notice if red is like the fire that seems to be angry. What if we look underneath it and see? Because if you've got yin and yang, which this is where we are, we're in opposite land, yin and yang and everything. If you've got anger, what's on the other side? We learn this. Happiness. So go under that flame. Well, in this case, it'd be hatred and joy. Under the, because we're talking red, under the flame of hatred and see the joy. And then notice it's the same. Right? And that you choose, you get back into balance. I know I'm babbling like crazy. It's such a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day. So let's tap our cheekbones and open up the front channel and tap the beginning of the eyebrows and open up the back channel and cup the top of our head and the back of our head, the base, waking up the chi. Ropes. Take your C7 and give it a massage. Oh my gosh, we love the C7. And remember, that's the shoulders, the C7, between the shoulder blades. Stress can gather there and cause distress. So allow yourself the things like tapping and like rubbing and like bouncing when you're off kilter and bring yourself back into balance. All right. Clap our hands, stimulate our heart. Cup the inside of our left elbow and the inside of the right elbow and underarm, left side and the right side. Window of the lungs and the right side. Cup your kidneys. Rub with the back of your hands. This Qigong's been around for thousands of years. It's helped so many people, and I'm so grateful that we're here together experiencing this, helping ourselves to have a healthy and vibrant life and one of enlightenment. How many people can say that they're on, everyone could say they're on the travel, their enlightenment journey, because we all are. They're, we're fortunate to know it a little bit more deeply, to see a little bit under the flame of ordinary day and see the brilliance. So if you get a chance and you have Tuesday nights open, I so recommend you getting on Master Lynn's Healing Connection, because we have a live master, someone who's living at this vibration of the universe here with us and giving us an example. And what's he say each time whenever you see him in anything? He's like, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that amazing? Everything is so amazing. And hey, I want a little bit of that, right? So there you go. All right, so that was our active exercises. Take a breath in and out. All right, now we're going to have some fun, and we're going to do 7 steps of new life. So I don't have a lot of space here, so you might not see me totally, but it'll be close enough. So before we do so, we want to stand like a pine tree at the beginning of the universe and feel ourselves in form, but holding it effortlessly. And if it's not effortless yet, that's okay. You put the intention. I hold my body effortlessly. I'm in balance. I invite balance. And we feel our chi body, our light, our life force, just however we feel it. And that's perfect. We're all the same and we're all different. When we say the password, Master Lynn created this as a bridge to help us to go to the higher vibration. We connect to him, we connect to our creator, however you want, your generational energy. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. And then we put our intentions in. So intention of peace, always. Peaceful red colors. And noticing them not only as like color, like we normally see color, but what about colorful speech, colorful actions, colorful, how can we see red color in our day? So open ourselves up to that opportunity. And you connect to what's most divine to you. See? Very good. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to gather the energy of the earth up from the knees. And let's just do it. You can do it switching your feet off back and forth if you want. I'm just going to do it straight up and down. So we're going to scoop up the energy of the earth and just feel it. Maybe even feel the soil in your fingers. And you're going to bring it up. And we're going to feel as if we're bringing this chi, this energy, this life force through the body to the navel. And then we're going to turn our hands over. And this time we have our fingers together. And we're going to push it on down. And that's the first step. And then we breathe in. And we bring up the chi of life from the earth. And we feel it coming through the body. And guess what it's doing? It's opening up blockages. It's releasing. It's transforming things into beautiful, beautiful butterflies. Anything we no longer need that's not resonating with us anymore. And we bring it up to our heart level. That's the middle dantian. We turn our hands over and we release it all down, and we just have fun with all the leaves or the butterflies. Or maybe you're like a leaf blower and you're blowing it all out. Anything you no longer need. And you feel so clear and so happy and lighter, and we breathe in again. And right now we're breathing in and out through our nose if we can. And we bring it up to the shoulder level and feel yourself like you get liquid light. Or maybe you want to have the soil. I mean, that's a really good feeling too, the soil feeling. And then you turn your hands over and you release it down. Maybe you like the idea of scrubbing bubbles. And clean, clean, clean. And then we're going to bring it up again. And this time a little bit higher to the throat. And sometimes there's so much caught here because we just can't say our truth because it's scary. People might make fun of us. Turn our hands over, push it on down, or we don't want to offend. So we're going to release that out. Maybe you were just told, be quiet, and you haven't let yourself talk. And let's bring it up again, and this time you can bring your hands, they don't have to keep going up. Bring it up all the way. We're going in our jaw, mouth, nose. We're at the nose. And that light, we're bringing in the red light, but all the colors, whatever color you are coming up from the earth, doesn't matter. And there's no right or wrong, okay? This is your experience. This is your healing. And we release it back down. And then we come up again. And we're just so grateful for this healing chi that's coming up through our body. And we feel it and we know it. And now it's to the forehead. And let's sit there for a little bit. Make sure every drop is in there. And now we're helping all our senses. So if your senses are off for whatever reason, maybe you've got a little hay fever or something, and release it down. Do they call it hay fever anymore? And then one more scoop up, and this time fill your whole self with the earth, with this chi. You can use any color. You don't have to use the red color. Golden, all the leaves. You can fill yourself up as if you were filled with all the leaves of fall to the top of your head, or maybe it's liquid, blue, red, green, anything. And you allow, let's just even wiggle while we're here. I know this isn't normal. That's okay. Let's just clean it out. We're cleaning out our vessel. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Clean it out, scrubbing bubbles. And release it down with a big splash. Hi, Lori. That's pretty fun, right? Okay, we've got some more minutes. Yay. So now I want to do it again, but this time we're just going to go and scoop up from the earth like we've been doing in the morning, all right? So we're going to scoop up some beautiful grounding energy from the earth. Know that Mother Earth loves you because you are made from the earth. We keep thinking we're separate. All right. I know that's me. And we're going to bring it up through and feel, maybe you feel roots and little sprouts coming up. And maybe you're going to be like a whole field of sunflowers, and then just let it out. And then when the sunflowers bloom, all the butterflies and bees and everything so happily release into the universe. And that was any extra energy we no longer need. And then we're going to scoop up from the universe and say thank you for this beautiful rain, gentle rainstorm. Oh, don't you love that? When there's a gentle rain on the roof, and you're just going to let the blessings of the universe, of everyone you've ever loved and everyone who ever loved you, to resonate through you and retune yourself like retuning a guitar. Allow yourself to be totally retuned and release it all the way through, and maybe you might even feel some aches going through your hips or knees, or where you might have something happening. And we're just going to let it go. We're going to breathe and we're going to let it go. Awesome. Thank you for this beautiful Qigong practice. Some spring force Qigong, some universal Qigong, bringing it down to us today. Focus on your lower dantian. Bring in all that you cultivate. You cultivated Qi. You cultivated life force. You cultivated healing for yourself. And then spin it, spin it, spin it, round, round, round. Get smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter. Until it turns into a tiny little energy pill. You tuck it deep behind the navel. Tell yourself a healing story. We're storytellers. Listen to the stories around you. Look with love, the fire element of joy, and see what happens today. Massage your face. Now remember, this one, fingers through along the scalp or through the hair, is really good for if you're having some stress at any point. So give yourself a few minutes, or if you can, even do 100 times. Cup your head, or do any of the other ones Master Lin's been teaching us, which I've tried to bring to you all. All right, rub your ears. And I haven't done the post yet, but sometime, probably over the weekend, I'm going to do a post asking for people to think about how they feel before the Qigong practice, and then how they feel after the Qigong practice, and why they would recommend it to someone else. So I would really appreciate any testimonials like that. And it's just a way to, well, yes, I will use them in my posts if that's okay. So you can say, you can use mine in the post if you want. But if you say yes, then it's okay to use your name, fine. Otherwise, I'll just use the idea that you have. And because why? It's helping you, it's helping me. And if we let other people know, hey, this is helping us, maybe they're going to do it with us, right? We have so much more fun. Okay. I know I'm vibrating like today. That's what I get for going to bed like after midnight, right? My carriage burned into a pumpkin, which is okay because it's autumn. I hope you all are having a beautiful, beautiful day, and you will. So let's take a big 1,000 hand breath in, 10,000 hand, not even 10,000 hands. And all the gifts of the universe are just pouring into us. And you know what? If we know ourselves and we can see others as ourselves, what amazing gift that is. And we see ourselves as others. Woo, that's a good one too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many blessings. I'm so grateful for this, as we are healing ourselves in so many ways when we come together. And I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.